It's that time again.
Watch out!
Here it comes.
Watch out!
Here it comes.
Watch out!
Here it comes. Welcome to the COURTSIDE Podcast. I'm your host, Wayno. And with me, not your regular show. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got the Hoops Buff Trivia Show. Our first round, the championship titles are going to be raining down from the heavens. We've got our first two contestants. Phil. How you feeling, Phil?
Feeling good, feeling confident, ready to get it on.
You warmed up?
I am warmed up, yes. I've been reading my useless facts all day. It's been great. I haven't got any work done.
Excellent. And his challenger tonight, Cailen. Welcome to the show, Cailen.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, well, should be good. I think I pulled out the old NBA Jam board game this morning as well.
Nice.
So, read some of those trivia questions, so let's see how that goes.
Awesome,
That's where I went wrong.
For anyone who's been following the launch of this competition, a little bit of restructuring, if you will, with some of our matchups, but it's all good. I should go over the rules, though, for you gentlemen, because, look, I like to call it the Stu factor. Anyone who listened to the 300th episode, we love you, Stu, but you got demolished. You really got demolished. So we changed up, revised the rules a little bit to make it a little bit more of an even keel. First of all, you'll both pick 5 numbers from 1 to 25, and we'll alternate that. During the first quarter, there'll be 5 random questions, each worth 1 point. The second quarter will get you a spin with 3 questions worth 2 points. The third and fourth quarters, both 3 questions, both spins. The difference with these 2 rounds is that on a wrong answer, the challenger can make the steal. The questions are worth 2 points. The fourth quarter, 3 points. Now, you're both allowed 1 free spin. We feeling confident?
Oh, yeah? So there we go.
Clear as mud, buddy. Clear as mud. Here we go.
Let's get into it. Let's get ready to rumble! Phil, we're going to start with you. A number, 1 to 25.
Okay, number 10.
Number 10. Cailen, first number.
Magic's Dream Team number 15.
15. Phil, back to you.
17.
Ooh. Cailen.
Black Mamba 24.
Phil, back to you.
Let's see. Tim Hardaway, Junior. Let's go 6. No, Paul Zinga, 6. Where am I going with it? 6.
6? All right.
Yes.
Cailen.
8.
8. Phil.
11.
Cailen.
Pow 16.
16. Wow. Your last number, Phil.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Raymond Felton.
Raymond Felton. Some donut magic. Cailen. Your last number.
The real D12, Vlade Divac, number 12.
Oh. Nice.
My nickname when I had a beard was Vladdy.
I like it. All right, guys. So this first round, I'll just recap. 5 random questions based on the number you picked. Each question worth 1 point. Let's get it started. Phil, I'm going to start with you.
Alrighty.
Which NBA player did Kelly Olynyk's dad cut from the national team when they were 16 years old?
Is this a repeat?
Hey, if you're listening, you'll know.
Yeah, I listened to it today and I didn't take any notice. So I have no idea. So I'm just going to go with I think the answer that was said was DeMar DeRozan, but I don't think that's right.
Incorrect.
I should have bloody listened.
Your second question. In 2005, New Jersey versus Toronto Raptors, Vince Carter and a former teammate playfully slapped each other. the official only saw it one way and tossed which player from the game?
Well, I can't remember who he slapped. I actually saw this video clip yesterday. I can't remember who he slapped, but it wasn't Vince Carter.
4, 3, 2.
It wasn't Vince Carter. Do I get a partial credit?
You don't. Do you want to know the answer?
Yeah, I do.
Mo Peterson. All right, your third question. In 1994, Charles Barkley missed the season opener because of what reason? Tough on this one.
Okay. Phrase of the day, I don't know. Let's see. He ate too many cheeseburgers. He had indigestion. There you go.
Incorrect. The answer was he actually attended an Eric Clapton concert, and the lights caused Barkley to rub his eyes, but he had hand lotion on, and he burned the first layer of his corneas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I bet it.
That's like getting a paper cut from an envelope.
I'm off to a fly, guys.
Okay. You should be able to get this. Name the teammate that Jeremy Lin famously slept on his couch during the Linsanity run in New York.
Oh, Landry, Phil.
Oh, he's on the board. Phil's on the board.
Thank God for that.
Hits the free throw. Your last question.
I want to recount these questions.
Your last question to finish out the first round. In 1991, which Sacramento Kings player missed 2 games after developing tendinitis in his right wrist and forearm from playing too much Nintendo Game Boy?
I lived through this, but in what year?
1991. Do you want me to repeat the question?
No, Marcus Thornton.
No! Lionel Simmons. Vince had it. Vince had this one last time, actually.
Yeah, he did. And the thing is that all the way back in 91, we used to have the Pro Basketball Today paper that came out.
Yes.
And that was actually an article, so there you go. I have a terrible memory, and it's obvious with my 1 point. And a partial credit.
And a partial head note. So you can round out the round with 1 point. Plenty of time to make this up. Plenty of time. Cailen, you're on the clock.
Let's go.
Who was the first ever Most Improved Player of the Year award?
Do I get a hint as to when it was given out?
1986. I'll give you a hint.
86. Let's go with Spud Webb.
Incorrect. Alvin Robinson, the San Antonio Spurs. We move on to your second question. Oh, we also had this one in the 300th episode, actually. So, in 2009, Gilbert Arenas was charged with gun possession and suspended by the NBA. Who was the other player involved?
That was a former Laker, Gervais Crittenden.
Yes, I'll award it. 1 point. Stu stumbled on this one on the 300th episode. Let's see if you fare a little bit better. What does the OJ stand for in OJ Mayo's name?
Oh.
Orange Julius.
If I was playing 2K17, it'd be Orange Juice. But I think it's like Octavius Jr. or something.
No, incorrect.
Octavius Jr. No.
Ovington J. Anthony.
Yeah, never going to get that.
Yeah, that's a stupid name.
Good job getting called OJ.
Yeah.
Your fourth question. On 1991, Magic Johnson announced he was HIV positive. On that same day, an 11-year-old boy decided he wanted to be a doctor to find a cure. He enrolled in a medical school at the University of Barcelona, but wound up making it to the NBA. Who am I?
Pau Gasol, number 16.
Easy layup for you. Okay, you can take a little bit of a commanding lead with your final question. The NBA All-Star Weekend has been cancelled just once. Can you name the year?
My guess would be 1999, the lockout season.
Points awarded. So at the end of the first round, we've got Cailen leading 3 points to 1, Still plenty of time to mix this up, boys. How you feeling after that first round, Phil?
Deflated.
Deflated. It's only the first quarter. Come on.
No, I'm on a roll. I'm going to get there. Don't worry about that.
Alrighty. Cailen, a little bit of a few layups for you there. A few Laker-based questions that got you through.
Yeah, it was, and I'll keep hitting those all day, unlike a certain Benson. But, let's see how it goes.
All right, boys. Here comes the first spin of the wheel. Phil, I'm actually recording this, so I'll post this later for you. But here we go. Your first category. Film. Now, you've got one free spin. Do you want to use it, or do you want to stick with the movies?
No, stick with the movies.
Okay.
Can I steal in this one?
Not yet.
Boo.
So 3 questions from the category film. Your first question. The music soundtrack for the movie He Got Game was all handled by one group. Can you name the group?
Public Enemy.
2 points, Phil. He's back. He's tied the game. Your second question in the category of film. Shaquille O'Neal has featured in a lot of movies like Blue Chips, Kazam, and Steel. But name a movie he did voice work for.
Oh, wow.
Tuffy. 5.
Okay.
4.
Well, no, I have no idea.
3. 2.
Is it Looney Tunes related?
1. No.
I don't know. Sorry. That's a difficult one.
That's a tough one. We had 2 answers that we were accepting, which was Smurfs 2 and the Lego Movie. The Lego Movie.
Good thing I have children and I've seen that.
Hey, get on that Lego movie. It's a good one.
Everything is awesome.
Exactly.
Your final question for the category of film. In the movie Semi-Pro, Will Ferrell uses his profits from his hit single to purchase which team?
A bear?
A bear?
I'm thinking by the stunts. Well, he fought a bear, so maybe he didn't purchase the bear. Okay, I'm still going with this.
The team. You need the team.
He purchased the team. I don't know.
4.
Michigan Tropics.
2. 1. That is the correct answer. The Flint, Michigan Tropics.
Purchased the team. Okay.
No points awarded, but we have a tie game. Back in it, neck and neck. Cailen,
Yes.
your 2-pointers start here. Okay, here goes. Here's your spin. Ooh. You've also landed on film. Do you want to keep the category or respin?
Let's give this one a go.
Okay, wow. Back-to-back categories. Let's see how Cailen fares. Your first question. Kevin Durant starred in which 2012 feature film?
Thunderstruck.
2 points.
What a shit Space Jam ripoff. Oh, sorry, like Mike ripoff.
Like Mike ripoff, yeah, okay. Your next question. The 2012 documentary, The Other Dream Team, is about which national team?
Would that be the Yugoslavian?
Incorrect.
national team?
Incorrect. The Lithuania Olympic bronze medal team.
Okay.
This is a tough one. I don't know if many of the listeners out there are going to know this, but your question. After Space Jam, the Monstars' career pretty much came to an end, but they did feature in one episode of which cartoon series?
Of which cartoon series?
Yep. In 5.
Ivan the Martian?
4. No. They featured in an episode of Pinky and the Brain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And the episode was called Star Warriors for anyone out there who wants to Google that. Well, that brings the second round to a close. We've got Phil, just to recap, on 3 points. We've got Cailen sitting on 5. The stakes get a little bit higher now, guys. Still 2 points per question. Still 3 questions for the third quarter. But now we've got a new spin and the ability to steal. Phil, we're back with you. Here goes the wheel. Your category is All-Star.
There we go.
You want to keep the category or respin?
I'll keep the category.
Ooh, I like it. Your first question. How many slam dunk trophies has Nate Robinson won?
I'm going to say 3.
Correct, for 2 points.
Because quite honestly, it'd be a bit shit if I didn't know that.
Well, he's brought a title to New York. It's, you know.
That's pretty much the next trophy cabinet from the last.
It's just empty with 3 Nate Robinsons. That's it.
Mate, I'm a Grizzlies fan. I'd take that any day of the week. Your second question. In the category of All-Star. In 1993, the All-Star Game MVP was a co-award by which teammates?
Stockton and Malone.
Correct, for 2 points. Takes the lead.
Nice one, Phil.
A tie
And that was in Utah, wasn't it?
It was, actually, yes. Hometown boys got it.
Rigged.
Yeah, totally.
The final question in the third quarter. 2 points. In the 1997 NBA All-Star Game, who set the record for most points in a single quarter?
Glenn Rice.
Correct. Oh, another 2 points.
Good job, Phil.
Taking the lead with a solid, a clean sweep of the third round, Phil. All right, Cailen, let's have a spin, see what categories we got coming up.
Let's go.
Oh, your category, nicknames.
Yeah, let's go with this one.
Stick with nicknames?
Stick with nicknames.
Awesome. Okay. Your first question under the category nicknames. Known for killing the Celtics in big games, who is the Boston Strangler?
Oof.
5, 4, 3.
Iverson.
Incorrect.
I don't know.
Phil, your chance to steal.
That was wrong. Okay, the Boston Strangler. Okay, well, I'm just trying to think of who killed Boston. Okay,
5, 4, 3, 2.
Nah, you finished the countdown. I don't know.
Oh. Vince is going to be laughing at you boys. It was Andrew Toney.
Andrew Toney.
Andrew Toney.
From Philly.
I'm surprised they bothered to give him a nickname.
Andrew Toney who? Who did he even play for?
Philly. I'm pretty sure he played for Philly. I could be wrong.
Right,
Might have to
okay.
fact check that. All right. Your second question. Your second question. I may have even just made that name up. No, I'm joking.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Your second question in the category of nicknames. Oh, I'll lay up here. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are known as...
The Splash Brothers.
2 points on the board for the third round. We head into your final question. Often praised as the key player of the N1 mixtape era, who is Skip to My Lou?
Rafer Alston.
2 points. Oh, it's close here. It's very close here, ladies and gentlemen. We have the fourth round now. Whew. This is
Should
good.
be tied, shouldn't we?
We have a tie game at 9 apiece. Round 4, the make or break. Whew. It's getting exciting. Okay, Phil,
No.
your final spin for your round 4. Your category is... You've got nicknames. Do you want to keep with
Okay.
nicknames or you want to respin?
I'm going to respin because I haven't.
Respin.
Yeah, respin.
Respin. Okay, so just so you know, there's no going back on a respin. Whatever it lands on, you're stuck with. You still want to commit to the respin.
I want to commit.
Okay. Story of my life. Here we go. Oh, a little bit of a toughie, I would say. Your category is rookies.
Okay.
Not too bad, not too bad. Everyone's fearing everyone's fearing the sneaker category, but I think people might be surprised by the some of the questions in there.
Yeah, I'd suck at that.
Okay. In the category of rookies, your first question. Oh, we had this one too. Damn. David Robinson was drafted in 1987 but did not debut until 1989. Why?
He was in the Navy.
Lodging a protest.
What's the protest?
He was serving in the Navy.
No. This was just a layout.
This is 3 points. It's 3 points, 3 points.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I thought you were disputing the answer, but yeah, that was a pretty easy.
Yeah, no, hey,
It's an admiral, and you give him 3 points. What?
Hey.
He was fighting in Iraq.
Probably was.
In the future.
Okay. I did forget to edit that question, but it's staying. It sticks. Your second question in the category of rookies. A college teammate of Corey Brewer and Joakim Noah. I was drafted by the Atlanta Hawks in the 2007 NBA draft. Who am I?
In what year?
You want me to repeat it?
Yeah, please, sorry.
A college
I
teammate
got
of...
caught up on directing the other thing, sorry.
That's all right. A college teammate of Corey Brewer and Joakim Noah. I was drafted by the Atlanta Hawks in the 2007 NBA draft. Who am I?
2007.
5, 4,
Horford?
3. Name, full name?
Al Horford?
You got it. 3 points.
Yay for me.
Your final question. In the category of rookie, who died 2 days after being drafted in the 1986 NBA draft?
Len Bias.
Easy one. 3 points.
Wow.
Okay.
Easy.
Hey.
Easy category.
Hey. Stu's probably...
At least you didn't pull a Benson.
Stu's probably spitting chips at me right now. Cailen, here comes your spin.
Let's go. I'd like the same questions, please.
You, my friend, have hit the category of sneakers. Do you want to keep or re-spin?
Respin.
Okay. Your category, teams.
Okay.
Interesting. Your first question for 3 points. Which team originally drafted Dominic Wilkins but traded him just before the start of the season? Five.
Wasn't the Clippers, was it?
Incorrect. Phil, your chance to steal. Do you want me to repeat the question?
Yeah, please.
Which team originally drafted Dominic Wilkins but traded him just before the start of the season?
Okay, well, they're suckers. I'm going to go with
3.
the Bucks.
The answer we were looking for was the Utah Jazz.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, traded him for John Drew and Freeman Williams. That worked out well for us.
Yeah, it worked out well.
Cailen, your second question. For 3 points, name a team that both Stephen Marbury and Jason Kidd played for.
They both played for the Knicks.
Correct. 3 points on the board for the fourth round. Your final question in the category of teams. In 1997, Dennis Rodman got tangled up with the cameraman after battling for a rebound. The cameraman got kicked in the nuts, carried off on a stretcher, and Rodman received an 11-game suspension. What was the team the Bulls were playing against?
Shit.
5, 4.
Utah.
Oh.
Phil, we cross to you.
Now, I'm a massive fan of Dennis Rodman, following him my whole career. Now, I'm thinking it's the Timberwolves.
Correct, with the steal.
Yeah.
3 points. And
I love that, man.
your new first round champion, Phillip Brown. A massive round 4 to come back. He had 12 points on that last steal alone. I think that's the biggest score we've had in a single round today. So, man, hats off.
One word, the Admiral.
Now, I gotta be fair that my partner wanted to listen in on to what was going on here, and just as you were reading out the question for the Tropic Thunder, I took the earplug out. I didn't hear the question, so the bear is the stupidest answer so far on this entire thing. I did not hear the question properly. I just assumed that Will Ferrell made some money and bought something ridiculous like a bear, okay? I'm covering myself when I take the win.
I was just like, he knows I said what team he bought, right? Like, he didn't...
Yeah.
The Bears not an answer.
The Bears not a fucking team. I should lose just for that answer.
Well, we're going to jump back to you in a minute, Phil, but Cailen, look, I know you're feeling maybe a little bit slighted on the Admiral question. A fair fight, would you say?
Oh, yeah. He nailed the All-Star category. He nailed his Rookies category. Yeah, that Admiral question, it's a 0-point question at best.
Do you want to know the final score? You want to know the final score?
Oh, I would have been down by 6 eventually.
21-12. 21-12. But he
21-12.
Yeah, he only pulled away in that last round, really. That separated you two.
Yeah, no, it was. And fair to him, but that Admiral question.
The Admiral.
The Admiral.
Everyone's got their hang-ups. Phil, you're the champ. You go through the next round. Are you excited?
Yeah, I am. That'll be awesome, yeah. Absolutely awesome, man. This has been fun. I love it. But I was already thinking that we need a rematch at some point. So if we're going into, season 2 of the quiz, then I think Cailen and I got to match up again because...
I think we can work. Hey, it all comes down to the spin of the wheel and the NBA knowledge. So there you go.
Yeah, well, I'm down for any rematch, anytime, anywhere, Phil. We'll just have to make sure that Wayne edits out some repeat questions, eh?
Of course, I want to thank all the you two are both treasured, long-time listeners of the Courtside Podcast. I just want to thank you guys for all your support over the years. It's like the friendships that we've built on this show have definitely exceeded all expectations. I look forward to our next live event. But to all the listeners out there, of course, you can find the Courtside Podcast. We're available on Podbean, CRTSDE.podbean.com. There you'll find all the links to the show, including all caps Courtside, the Facebook page. Come down, check us. We're there all week with all the banter, talking about every topic possible. We're also now available on Spotify. Just happened last week.
That's right.
Pretty pumped about that. And
awesome.
Yeah. And we're going to be back with another round. Man, feels through. I think, Cailen, people had you pegged as coming out on top on this. I think we're going to be a little bit surprised, but the wheel doesn't lie.
Some might say disappointed.
No.
I'm on suicide watch right now. It was a fair fight. Credit where credit's due. Phil nailed the easy ones and the really, really easy ones, and and all I can say is, if there's a wild card into the next round, I want in.
Oh, okay. I'll keep you in mind. I've got one already lined up that hasn't been mentioned, so I'll keep that on the hush. But anything can happen. Scheduling conflicts. I've got a couple of reserves ready for call-ups. So, man, this is going to be fun. I'll reveal the belt that the winner will take home and defend in the next Hoops Buff Trivia. I'm your host, Wayno. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you later. Peace.
Here it comes. Watch out! Here it comes. Watch out!
ball.